Uncle Barry Gilson, Wadawurrung Chinook, Mokborian Wadawurrung Guli, Kimbani Wadawurrung Mewan Beak. Good evening. My name is Barry Gilson, and I'm a proud Wadawurrung man. And welcome all Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islanders and my elders past and present, and the future and emerging. Why we do a welcome is because it bestows upon you a rite of passage into Wadawurrung country, where you can drink and eat and be in peace. We have this law, it's a law of Maram, Maruda, that you walk down the river and you are in peace and no one will harm you. And this is also part and parcel to the welcome we have that's been happening for thousands of years. My people, the Wadawurrung, we've been here for over 100,000 years. That equates to 5,000 generations of my people around these hills. We, before colonisation, there was about 4,000 of us, and we have 25 Ballaks or clans or hordes in the Wadawurrung, and that was about 160 individuals per Ballak or clan, and around them clans we had about 50 camp dogs. So that would, intruders come, you could imagine the noise. And very natural place here. We are the water tribe for the fine waterways on our estate. In Ballarat, the Perak or Moon Ballak roam these hills, and the Yarram Lock, which means gum tree in the water, Yarram meaning gum tree, and Lock, which is short for Yallock, which is a river. It's not the Yarrawee, it's the Yarram Lock. It's been called the Yarram Lock River for thousands upon thousands of years, and the 238 years or whatever it's been called the Yarrawee, it's incorrect. It's something that we need to change back. Now, I'll talk a little bit about Ballarat. Ballarat it is, not Ballarat. Balla means elbow resting, as in peacefully against a fire or peaceful resting place. And at means at home, so peacefully resting at home. I hope you're all peacefully resting at home at the moment, actually. Now, I'm a sort of a Wadawurrung singer, and I'm bringing back all the songs and languages that has been lost. We couldn't say our culture or practice it for 180 years, and that even the word name Ballarat, there was only half given, like peaceful resting place you all think it is, but it's peaceful resting place at home, Ballarat. And even that hasn't been said for 175 years or so, and that's a long time. And with the Reconciliation Week we have now, all this truth from the past, it has to come out and it has to be heard for the future generations to know the truth about this place, to know what happened here. Like down in the Curtis Street car park, there was a big tree there, and we used to have our Bay, we call it, which is Bay from Bayami, and ear meaning circle. That was our word for corroboree. Corroboree's a New South Wales term. And just like, these are my one gem. Not boomerang. Boomerang's a New South Wales term. We've got words here that people have to know. And through me educating you, hopefully that you will take on board or what I'm saying and sort of use it into the future. That we've got our own words here. We're part of the Kulin Nation, and the Water Tribe. I said that before. Now, I'm sort of a singer here. Listen to the Dead Salesman down the road every so often. The music gets in your bones, you know. You sort of want to sing yourself. So I did. And then, I'll sing you a song, and it won't take long. In the Wadawurrung language, it's called Wadawurrung language. And by the way, this one gem here, that's from about the 1800s, this one. That's a really old one, so I'll be careful how I play that one. And I'll try not to break him, eh? Barry Gilson in the house, folks. Hope you enjoyed my song, eh? I have to sing Our Country Back. It's my rite of passage to get me through and to leave you with that song to hopefully raise the energies of the whole place. Thank you. And I'm going to do a little smoking ceremony here. Now this is Keranyuk, we call it, which is cherry Ballarat, and it has a little a berry on it called Ballarat. Now Bunjil, give us this. Got a camera down here, yep. Now it's got antiseptic qualities, and we burn this for Faran Gold, which is our gumleaf country it equates to. That's our heaven. So we burn him up here and we get a bit of that weaponade, you know, and this gets rid of all the bad energies in the place. So that if I don't burn the pub down, we might be walking out of here whistling Dixie, you know what I mean? But have a look at the way that burns, and it's a beautiful antiseptic smoke. And I actually grow this out at Gordon. I live out at Gordon all my life. That's where Kerrit Barrett is, where the first two men were created. Bunjil created Carqueen first, it was a Brolga, then he created Wah the Crow. So I lived in a special spot here, eh? Ballarat, don't forget, okay? Peaceful resting place at home. Woo! 10, I think.
Thanks to Uncle Barry for conducting such a beautiful welcome. Keep an eye out for his other films and educational videos, which we'll have a little chat to him later about, which will be a bit exciting. Happy Reconciliation Week as well. We're very grateful to be here today on Wadawurrung land at the Eastern this evening, celebrating Sanitise Festival, and all the talented folks that have been around Ballarat music and have made the Eastern what it is today. My name's Ashmore, and I'm here with Hayward, and we're going to be the hosts of the Sanitise streams. First of all, thank you to Creative Ballarat for sponsoring this event through the Be Kind, Be Creative stream. Tonight we're streaming in 4K through 5G, so make sure you're all wearing your tinfoil hats at home, ladies and gentlemen, and everyone in between. And Hap's going to introduce the next band.
That's right. Thank you, Abby. It's a great pleasure to be here. I sometimes pull beers here on a Wednesday night when the bar staff aren't looking. So I'm very honoured to be here behind the bar because they're busy again. It's wonderful. The Eastern is a wonderful place. I love this quote that says, the pub is like a flower, beautiful when it's open. Sean Hughes, a comedian, said that once. God rest his soul. But we are kind of open, as you can see. We are in your living rooms and lounge rooms and whatever other rooms you might be watching us from. And we are going to present a pretty typical kind of night where bands and artists are doing their thing in these beautiful environments. That is the Eastern. So our very first act for this evening is a three-piece. Barracouta they are, and they have a lot of very cool merch. They have a release called Indigo Glow that came out. They actually had a launch, I believe.
On Valentine's Day.
On Valentine's Day. And that's very lovely, and we'd love to know why they chose that particular
365 days a year and Valentine's Day.
And they
do say that they're smooth talking. So
they are smooth talking. If I just grab my glasses to read their little bio here. Okay, and I'll put on my radio voice. Barracouta from Australia, taking influence from disco, Aussie rock, surf and funk. Barracouta combine good vibes with passion to deliver sweet talking, smooth grooving tunes. Ladies and gentlemen, please put them together in your lounge room so we can't hear you do that. To Barracouta.
Hey everyone, like Cap just mentioned, we are Barracouta. We're going to take you for a trip through the Death Note time warp.
Anyone, can you hear
this next song, we're releasing this tomorrow. This is going to be, for Zach's birthday. Oh,
hey,
a little bit. How about it? Who would have thought?
birthday.
All right, baby. You're going to take this one away, Jamesy boy. This is Run and Hide. Take it away for us, Zach. Here we go. And my heart goes. Let's go. Show so far. This next one goes out to our friends and family at the East End. Thanks for hosting us. Many good nights, tonight included. Let's hope you got your dancing shoes on, because we're about to turn it up. Because I say, hey, you funky people out there, I know you're feeling the way I do. Because there's something in the air. What is it, Matt? And it's calling out to you. Hey, come on. Disco night, everyone loves disco night, disco night, disco night, everyone loves disco night, disco night, disco night, everyone loves disco night, disco night, disco night, everyone loves disco night. Disco night, disco night, everybody loves disco night. From the front of the club all the way to the back, you're dropping the whip right. Oh, jump like that, everybody on the block real quick, yeah. So if you ain't feeling right, heading on to disco night. That's on, disco night. Think I am a tender baby, I love how you move. Yeah, dude. To the fridge, grab your next beer. Think of us while you're doing it. and think of this catchy little song that we hope is going to get stuck in your head for a very long time. Disco night, disco night, every blood, disco night, disco night, disco night, every blood, disco night, disco night, disco night, every blood, disco night, disco night, disco night. You ready? Hey! Hey! Get back up there. All right. Hope you guys like that. Thanks for tuning in. This next song is equally as pumpy and we're tired. So help us out here. All right. This is a new. This is Coastal Crimes. Macca, take it away. Come into my home and not the fair. Baby, I like the way you move it, that fast. We keep it low, my team is high. We will keep it deep into it out of the mind. We're just the same, the life we live is just a game. You are the one to deceive and bring me to my knees. Yeah, you're toxic, but I love it and I need it to be. Something about the feel I am willing to drop. We can make it together whether we make it or not. One last chance to dance as we take you through the Tokyo Casino.
welcome back. Thanks to Barracouta for playing. Apparently there was a few technical difficulties with my microphone before, so just wanted to thank Uncle Barry Gilson again for that beautiful ceremony, and it's very special in this time of Reconciliation Week and all the time. But yeah, just highlighting how important this education is, and it's a beautiful thing that you spread, Uncle Barry.
Yes.
Anyway.
Thank you, Barry. Oh, yes, and again, thanks again to Barracouta. They have us, the EP Indigo Glow has been out for us a little while now. You can purchase that online. And also, don't forget their cool beanies, which I've seen just online. And we actually,
in real life
glad.
too.
So that's what it looks like up there.
2 colours, blue and white.
So that was Aaron on bass, McDougall on drums, and Zach on guitar, and all on vocals. And Zach, of course, works at Crossroads Music. And Crossroads Music here in Ballarat holds a very dear place in all of our hearts. Such a great community-minded business that looks after the musos like you wouldn't believe. Hello, Kev. You're one of the greatest. So thank you.
Yeah. Next up, we've got Candi Wade. Candi Wade is a 21-year-old musician that has been playing since the age of 6, which is almost beating your musical career.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Just
Gosh, yeah.
in the amount of sheer years. Candi plays acoustic guitar, or sometimes accompanies herself by layering vocals on a vocal loop, which is cool. Don't even need to learn any instruments if you're that talented.
Yep.
And so we welcome her now. Coming up next is Candi Wade.
Yay!
Everyone. This is such a great opportunity to do this. I'll just thank everyone now while I can. So thank you, everyone. Tonight I'm going to be doing my things on my loop station. So I have 5 tracks on here, and on each one I can layer my vocals and loop to make a song. So I'll show you what I mean with this first song. This first song is called Monday, and it's originally by Matt Corby. Thank you. Okay, I have 2 new songs that I will do for you. This first one is a Nina Simone cover, pretty sure. I will hate myself if I get that wrong. But it is called Feeling Good. Birds flying high, you know how I feel. Sun in the sky, you know how I feel. Breeze drifting on by, you know how I feel. It's a new dawn, it's a new day, it's a new life for me, and I'm feeling good. Dragonfly out in the sun, you know what I mean. Butterflies all having fun, you know what I mean. Sleep in peace when the day is done, that is what I mean. And this old world is a new world and a bold world for me. And I'm feeling good. This is, gotta turn that off. This is another new song. This one is called Crazy, and it is my last song for tonight. Think twice That's my only advice. Oh, come on now, who do you think you are? Oh, bless your soul. You really think you're in control? Well, I think you're crazy. I think you're crazy. I think you're crazy, just like me. And my heroes had the heart to live their lives out on a limb. And all I remember is just thinking, I want to be like them. Ever since I was little, this looked like fun. And it's no coincidence I've come. And I can die when I'm done. Maybe I'm crazy. Maybe I'm crazy. Maybe I'm crazy. Probably. Well, I think you're crazy. I think you're crazy. I think you're crazy, just like me. Thank you.
Awesome. Well, thanks, Candi, for sharing your beautiful songs with us. We have heard exclusive news that you might be forming a band, so we look forward to that. It's very exciting news, and potentially releasing an album. So keep an eye on Candi's social media, Candi Wade Music. I have a special guest with me. Hap, you've really changed. I'm here with Uncle.
I have over the years. I really have.
Yeah, so lovely to have you. Thanks for welcoming us into such a beautiful place. It's special to have you here. Ballarat. Awesome. So we just wanted to chat a little bit about your films and stuff that you've been making.
I've been working. I wanted to tell the geological aspects. I'm speaking of the microphone. I wanted to talk about the geological aspects of the Wadawurrung culture. So I've worked with the ABC on that, and we put out 3 little mini stories for it. And some of them went on ABC Education, and one went ABC Australia, which I was pretty happy about. So the kids can be educated about the place in the future, and know the old stories that are associated with the rocks and everything, and how it all ties together.
Yeah, that's so important.
G'day, Chase. How are you, mate?
We just exchanged
Sorry, just a
selfies
shout
with
out.
Chase. I was going to mention that actually. Yeah, it's good to see everyone's tuning in and wearing their Eastern hoodies, and yeah, that was very fun. Hi, Chase. Hi, anyone else that normally comes in as well.
How are you, mate?
So you've got a bit of isolation has been affecting us all, but you've been quite busy. You're filming some stuff for Ballarat Heritage Weekend as well, are you?
Yeah, I'm on the Ballarat Heritage Week, and tomorrow I'll be opening that up. But we recorded that last week out at Kirat Barit, out at Gordon. That was where Bunjil created the first two men. So I just taught a little story about the place and sort of about the history of the countryside there, which really people just drive past it and wouldn't have a clue what it is.
Yeah.
You know? And it used to have beautiful manigums all around there. And once you go up into the crater, because it's an old volcano, and it's 400 million years old. How's that? And it last
Almost
exploded.
as old as you, Stoney.
It last exploded 20,000 years ago.
Wow.
And you can still see the scoria around there. So anything that's scoria related, that's Bunjil's country. And anything that's a basalt is, around there too. But I've been trying to put a lot of Dreamtime stories into poems, which I'm going to be putting them in a little, hopefully, animated stuff. I've already done animated stuff for White Knight, Ballarat over the years. And last year, our music with Stephen Oakes was, I was singing on the NGV of Melbourne. Mum's paintings. My mum's a famous artist.
Oh, beautiful.
She's Marlene Gilson. And her paintings were projected there. And we were singing a song. That was for Deadly Questions.
Yeah.
I think that was the first Deadly Questions. And I sort of, I've been going down that road. It's really weird. We're here now, and before COVID-19, I was up at Meredith Music Festival.
With the rest of us.
Yeah. And when the audience roared after I sung there, my hair's stuck up on end.
Yeah, that was a beautiful ceremony. It's just...
Oh, it's a great festival. I really feel they're respecting the place down there, and environmental sort of management is just spot on. And Wally, mate, you're a legend. And everyone associated with the place, Mary and Chris, and Rexy and Peely, it was just unbelievable how it's run.
Yeah.
But that's Wadawurrung country down there too,
Yeah.
And
I saw you were on stage with Tammy Gilson as well, so it's sort of like a nice...
Tammy Gilson, who's she's my sister. Oh, good day, Tammy. Yeah, I've got a couple of sisters, Tammy and Deanne, and I've got another brother too. His name's Robert. He's a builder. I've been a postie in Ballarat for 19 years. Imagine how cold I've been.
He's a very good one. He delivers all me and my housemates' post every day.
Your
we have
post.
a little yarn out the front.
I am. I'm going to get some tattoos on my face and call myself Post Gilson. Yeah.
That's great.
That
Thank
was
you.
a stupid joke, but anyway.
Where can we keep an eye on what you're up to?
Probably,
Just meet you at the
I'm
tree
good
on that.
Yeah, just at the corner. I'm just on Facebook.
Or
but-
just move to Ballarat and chat to your postie.
Yeah, well, it just might be me. You don't know. You don't know where I go.
Wonderful. Well, thanks for chatting to us. I'm going to introduce the next band. Up next we have Honey Hunter. They're an indie rock group from Ballarat with songwriters Arian Lane and Floyd Quinlan Baskett. For any of the Floyd fan club out here tonight, let us know. Tag the Eastern, tag Honey Hunter, Sanitise Live on all social media. I'm sure the Floyd fan club will appreciate that one. And they also have an exceptional rhythm section with Jed and Griffin. And they've just maintained the right amount of the 90s and just a little smidge of angst. So please welcome, put your hands together at home for Honey Hunter.
Thank you. Hello, we're Honey Hunter. Thanks for having us. I'm actually just quite impressed that Abby managed to pronounce all of our names, because we have the most bizarre names in this band. That song was called Not Sorry. It's on our debut record called Sweet Enough. And we're now going to play a song called Looking at Me. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I heard an applause from the front bar.
Thank you.
This is bizarre. Believe it or not, this is not our first YouTube live stream this ISO period. And I'm still not comfortable. It's so surreal. It's weird. All right. Floyd's going to have a sing with me.
La 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 la.
Yes.
Are you on?
Much about much.
Thanks.
Right, this is a little love song. We'll play one more. There's some excellent bands coming up tonight. A lot of the regular crew that we would usually come and see play at this venue. And then next Friday night, Volta are doing a live stream as well with an equally awesome local lineup. So thank you very much for letting us play a gig again.
Pleasure to be back at the pub.
Yes. A couple less G&Ts than usual.
Quite a few less.
Yes. Love our crew here. Thank you for having us. Thank you for sound and lighting.
Awesome. Thanks, Honey Hunter, for that beautiful set. They have just released their album, Sweet Enough, and I hear they've got some T-shirts designed by someone in the room today. So, yeah, if you want to support some local bands in this time, shoot them a message on their Facebook page. Or I think they have a band camp as well, so if you don't like talking to people, you can just send them your money and they'll send you the product. Yeah, so hopefully we'll be able to show a few of those later.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah, terrific. Well, we have a bit of a gap between acts, and we're going to talk about a little bit about why this evening came to be and how, and also the fact that there's 2 nights running. Of course, we're going live as we speak, and we'll be going live next week. And we'll come to that very shortly and have an interview with someone very, very much involved in that process of next week as well. And we will be discussing more about who actually helped support this and get this off the ground. It's a fantastic thing, and we're rapt to be part of it. I just thought I'd kill a bit of time to talk about a trivia night that I do here, and it's called Hap Hayward's Guilty Pleasures with the Brodie Glen Ensemble. I just pointed to a sign that we had made and everything, and it's probably the most valuable part of the show. We do it once a month, if you're ever here, on a Thursday, and we give out lots and lots of prizes. I like my trivia, and I was going to throw a trivia question out there, knowing that you probably can't physically answer it. But let's just see. I mean, I know you can't do it, but I've got the question anyway, so is that all right?
Yeah, go
Great.
for it.
Well, when was this building actually built? And there's a clue and a hint, isn't there?
Yeah, it's actually written on the side of the building. So if you've ever walked in the door and looked up,
I've never
you'll know.
Up. I've been here so often, I've never looked up. I just thought of it actually.
If you're an optimist and you look up, then you'll know the answer.
So, yes, if you know the answer, you could have won many prizes. I have the Mamma Mia soundtrack. I've got rap hits, not by the original artists. Great waltzes. And, the first season of Murphy Brown. So these are some of the prizes that could have happened if you
could have kick-started a new hobby in isolation. Everyone's running out of Netflix. We're going back to the VHSs and the DVDs.
That is old school, and some of us are still old school, and I am. I've got my DVDs and my VHSs in the shed, which I enjoy very much, which are often used for prizes for our trivia. But a shout out to Brodie Glen. His band with the Shorts will be playing a little later this evening as well, and we might get to ask some key questions, which would be lovely.
I have actually not received comments, but I've seen a lot of videos and tags and things. I just want to mention hello, Mena and Izzy and the Grego Grove gang down in Melbourne. And my housemates are currently at home with Sass, Lockie, Jordan and Zoe. They're watching, tuning in, and it's great to see some positive feedback. Clearly we're not doing too bad.
Excellent. Fantastic. Well, as we said, we're here at the Eastern, and we have got on display lots of great things that we're not consuming because the law doesn't mean we can at the moment, and that can be discussed later. But apparently you can use Bacardi for hand sanitizer.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you can't use hand sanitizer as Bacardi.
It's a shame.
I learned that the hard way. I'm going to wash, because everything's been washed and we've really been making sure our social distancing, we've got little crosses here that say don't step over.
Yeah, 1.5 at all times, please.
Yep. And we have people coming in and playing, haven't we? And then they leave and go out, and we've all been incredibly good about that, which has been good.
Speaking of trivia,
yes,
we're just keeping it with a bit of good, clean, emphasis on clean fun.
Oh, yeah. So I'm going to go clean this quickly.
Someone else has to clean something.
Here we go. Someone else has to clean something. I'm going to clean this microphone because you're going to have a very special guest.
Yes. Leave that one there. Everything is fine. Cool. So, special guest, Lockie Anderson, I'll get you to stand with your right foot on that cross, and I'll have my left foot on this cross. Spaces out, 1.5 at all times. Just wanted to have a little chat to you about, I hear that you might have been involved in this event. How so, and how did it come to be? What's the deal?
Yeah, I guess I was lucky enough to be contacted by the Be Kind, Be Creative, or I knew that there was ideas getting floated around. And so the team of Kathy and Tara Poole and Sarah McKenzie kind of come up with a proposal. So I contacted Matt Stone and Nick Manane from the Eastern and was like, let's put on something. Let's showcase the venues in Ballarat and, more importantly, showcase the bands and then, inject some money into the local, music scene. So it's kind of, in under 48 hours, might have been 24 hours, came up with this...
Like a lack of sleep.
Yeah, just like a bit of like, that was a whirlwind kind of like, okay, there was some kind of blueprints out there from other kind of places that have delivered some live streaming content. So we were kind of like, how can we do it for Ballarat?
Yep.
And then that's when it kind of came about. So probably from, proposal to now execution's probably been about a month. So a lot of hard work. And
very, very quick turnaround for such a huge event. I think there's like about 14 crew here tonight and we can only have 20 people in the venue. So it's like get a band in, get them out, clean everything, and then it's sunny days.
Yeah, it's pretty, it's just special for, I guess, just for the Ballarat community to get around the venues. There's also the artists, but also there's people behind cameras, sound engineers, graphic designers, photographers. So it's just all about trying to keep money in Ballarat and keep it really positive. And then, later on we can look back at this and go, wow, that was pretty exciting and
how
fun.
often do you get to put on a festival during a pandemic?
Yeah, I don't think we'll be doing it again. Hopefully not. Hopefully, I can't wait for coming back into this place. I love this pub, and I can't wait just to come back, have a beer, and watch a band.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to it.
You've got exciting times with Sanitise coming up next week.
Yeah.
So what's your involvement with Volta?
Well.
All that, I guess.
Yeah, I guess that's the venue that I'm a part of and I book. So
Friends down the road.
Yeah, Friends down the road. So that's on next week. So that's exciting. So we've got 8 acts on next week, and ranging from like hip hop to metal to indie rock, and then I heard there's going to be a guest comedian coming on that no one knows about. So there's a lot of things that we're putting in place over there that's very similar to here.
Yep.
And again, it's just about showcasing the bands and the venues. So again, exciting times. I'm loving tonight. I think it's just I think everyone's like really stoked and very, very happy.
Yeah, it's a bit of fun. Well. Thanks for chatting to us.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Enjoy the stream, everyone.
Hope everyone's doing safe at home. Got a cup of tea or a nice cold alcoholic beverage. It's your own customer service tonight. We don't have our usual bar boys and gals. But that's okay. You don't get any of the sassiness. You just get to have your drink and then everything's fun and dandy. We're going to do another clean. Right. The Passover.
Sanitise.
Good, clean fun.
Yep. This place is clean. The toilets are incredibly clean. You can eat your dinner off them. Which one night... no, it doesn't matter. So we're still killing a little bit of time, I believe. And... what is actually next in terms of the live entertainments we have here on offer?
There are a couple of mechanics in the house, I think.
Dewey
some sort of car people.
Yep, I've got it. I can just see it now. Dewey and the panel beaters. I heard you had some
actual requests for them.
Yeah, well, Dewey and the panel beaters, I just wondered if there are actual panel beaters in the band to help me out with my Magna. But I think we're ready to rock.
Right.
So without further ado, ladies and gentlemen...
The Joke That Refuses to Die, a formidable quartet who have lost all dignity they never had from the beginning. With the impetuous, drop-tune sound of guitars and impetuous slashing of percussion, nothing more would be a perfect accompaniment to incessant bigotry.
Dewey and the panel beaters.
The panel beaters.
Get the fuck up! Simon says, get the fuck up! Throw your hands to the sky! The queen is in the back, sipping neck, yo, what's up? yeah. Yeah, I said, suck on your titty. New York City, pity, the fool that action fits to the calm and the wind. Y'all know the name. Do the fucking bitch, take the damn thing chain. Y'all don't finish me this shit. Inebriated, straight to the original plane. It's really there. I ain't even in a pain. Not turtle to my underground room. Without the gold, you're so black about the world. I so wouldn't know where it's so good. I'm super like Tomb Raider. Intense like a waiter. Rock with my lyrics annoy. If you get it on the wall, then you miss the point. Get the fuck up. Simon said, get the fuck up. Fuck it, to the sky. Please in the back, in the neck, yeah, what's up? Boys, rub on your titties. Yeah, you know, I rub your titties. You don't see me, but it's a fool that action me. Calm in the winning. Ball, get the fuck up. When you read, get the fuck up. Golden Point, get the fuck up. Worldwide, get the fuck up.
Ask me what I love about the pub.
What do you love about the pub,
I
mate?
said ask me what I love about the pub.
What do you love about the pub?
I love the beer. another stare. Snare, 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 snare. Someone get me a bottle of water. I'm spitting around everywhere and I feel really bad about it. Next song is a fictitious joyride that I made up in my dreams. It's my 50 Shades of Grey, if you will. It's my 50 Shades of Grey fictitious joyride that involves a lot of beer, a lot of men, a lot of male love, and attention. I do apologise for these difficulties, but we're going to get them fixed.
It's challenging times.
Challenging times. And honestly, we followed the guidelines. We didn't jam or get together when all this stuff was going on. But everyone has that excuse, I guess.
This is show business.
Are we good? Are we good? Are we good? Let's do it. Let's do it. Spam F in the chat if you love rock and roll. Come on, do it for me, baby. Hey, Mum, this next song is a song about a lustful tale of a rugby league star destined for glory, but brought down by sexual prowess. for a special species of animal. An innocent species of animal. The Maltese Shih Tzu. Who's been smoking all the crystal meth?
Dog Rooter! Dog Rooter!
Catch it from a mile, smell it on his breath.
Dog Rooter! Dog Rooter!
Don't laugh at him, he'll just go harder.
Dog Rooter! Dog Rooter!
He's well and truly a total starter. Who's been smoking all the crystal meth? Dog Rooter! Dog Rooter! Catch it from a mile, you smell it on his breath. Dog Rooter! Dog Rooter! Don't laugh at him, he'll just go harder.
Dog Rooter! Dog Rooter!
Well, he's well and truly a total starter. Dog Rooter! Dog Rooter! Dog Rooter! Dog Rooter! Dog Rooter! Dog Rooter! Dog Rooter is a dog Rooter. Well, he didn't want. 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 He didn't fucking dog. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in. Sanitise live in the East. I want to say a massive thank you to everyone behind the video cameras tonight. And Sound Guy Jared, Rex Hardware, thanks so much. I've been looking forward to this. It is fantastic, and I want to say sorry for not coming to sound check yesterday. And if we sound bad, it's totally our fault. I want to make a quick shout out to everyone watching from across the pond, all my favourite relatives. This is our first time doing the panel beaters live. Anyway, we're gonna play one last song. I'm gonna ask Josh Knight. Mr. Josh Knight is on guitar, Mr. Cam Swanson on the bass, we've got Sam Cunnington on the drums. We are doing the panel beaters. Josh Knight, send it. Something's coming. FLOC, I believe. Is that right? FLOC is up next. Please go check her out. She's really cool.
Yeah. Hap, I was just wondering if we got any calls from council after that one.
Just check. Nothing here.
Nothing.
But thanks, I finally got to use this prop. But,
Wonderful. Came well prepared.
I'll just ring the number for cancel. I'm kidding. God, I missed that sound. Hanging up on freaks. That was awesome. Thanks very much. They were fantastic.
Yes, thanks. Dewey and the Panel Beaters. They got some stuff on Bandcamp if you want to chuck them your dollars. Next up, we have FLOC. Not quite a punk band, but yeah, a bit of a punk herself. I don't know if that's like an insult these days, but I see it as a good thing, you know. Anyway, she's been quite busy over the past couple years, getting into a bit of producing and electronic music, and has joined a hip-hop collective down in Melbourne and got to be part of a program called Big Sky Girls, where they came to the Eastern actually and filmed a documentary, and we had a wonderful little conversation, and it was very nice. It was very nice. Anyway, I'll get Hap to
fantastic.
FLOC.
I love FLOC, and she's here in the building, so we're very, very wrapped. So, ladies and gentlemen, please put them together for the one and only FLOC.
Afraid of days a week. I'm running and running, trying not to speak. I'm walking, then I'm on my knees. I'm falling and crawling, moving just to keep. I keep on, I keep up. Keep on, keep on. I keep on, I keep up. But not with myself. Don't know how to tell myself. I keep on, I keep up. Keep on, keep on. I'm by myself. I'm by myself. Keep on, I keep up. Keep on, keep up. This one's called Disposable. We're not disposable. You can't just throw us overboard. Hey, we're not disposable. You can't just throw us overboard. Hey, awaken you man, enlightened, slightly frightened, breeds out the bite and needs to be quiet. We still see ourselves with the same faces. The grace in the way we lick our plates. Whoever knew I get to see the things I see, the grass extra green. All things that we can't believe cause it's way too. And we would just sit around watching the clouds talk about how the chords in the ground is just as nice as the constellations found. These days I don't see it so much. It's just a big haze looking down on the ground in a haze of opportunity. So why do I let you do the things you do to me? Pick me up, put me down, take away all the allowance. I guess you thought we never figure it out. Hey, hey, don't throw eyes, don't throw eyes, don't throw eyes, don't throw eyes. Don't throw eyes, don't throw eyes, don't throw eyes, don't throw eyes. Don't throw us overboard. Don't throw us overboard. Don't throw eyes, don't throw eyes, don't throw eyes, don't throw eyes. Don't throw eyes, don't throw us overboard. Don't throw eyes.
Fantastic. Thank you, FLOC. Put them together again in your lounge rooms, people.
We're hearing them loud and clear out here.
Fantastic. And just another little reminder, wash them again, as we're constantly making sure we are keeping a clean ship running. And thank you to Jonathan from Sebastopol, who got that question right somehow about when was this building built? It was
1862.
1862. So the Mark Wahlberg collection is going to you, person I just made up.
PO box, and we'll send them right through.
Fantastic. So next week, I believe we're going to be having a three-piece called The Shorts. I had some questions for them, but they refused to talk to me. Some of the questions were directed to Brody Glenn, who, again, we're going through a Simon and Garfunkel, the bad years kind of moment with at the moment. But I was going to ask him some questions like, do you miss trivia with me? Are you as rude and cruel to your brother Danny off stage as you are on it? How is the new release going? You've gotten some good reviews, but have you gotten any shockers?
Maybe they can answer them on stage.
Maybe they will. But you can officially introduce them if you like, Abby.
No worries. So The Shorts are a three-piece punk band who split their time between Ballarat and Mallory. It's a roller coaster ride of razor-sharp guitars, blistering bass, stage banter, sometimes lasting longer than the songs. I feel that one, and lots of harmonies. We love a boy band.
No, very good.
The Shorts just released their new EP Tango, which is their 7th release in 7 years. Pretty impressive.
Very hardworking and always putting it out there. And the latest is getting really good reviews. And what's
Rolling
the word
Stone?
of mouth? I think the Stone, the Rolling have said something. The RS, I believe that's
Front
true.
cover, I actually
Front cover. Oh, I thought you were me. I didn't know. But hey, I was once in Rolling Stone, but it was a shocking review.
What did they say?
I'm not even going to tell you. Verbose lyrics and songs about one's mother is in the too much information file. Oh, it was awful. I bought 4 copies.
I've got a lot of songs about my mum, actually.
Oh, yeah, I just think...
Someone said it was really sweet, and
yeah,
it's good to know Rolling Stone weren't listening.
Yeah. God dang it. Well,
Anyway.
Are we ready? I believe we are.
The Shorts, everyone.
1, 2, 3, The Shorts.
Woo.
Hello, Internet.
Hello, Internet.
Hello, world.
You ready? Yep, you start this one.
No one's
doing, Sharpie? You okay?
Oh, pretty good.
I didn't tell you this before, but last night they said we want to interview one of you guys, and I volunteered you. So
Yeah, right.
after the show, you're gonna do the hard talk with Hayward.
I was made for it.
We all good?
Yeah, let's do this one.
Here's another one. You want to do the next one or you want to tune? Dan, how you feeling?
Apparently...
Tell the internet how you feeling.
I went to the chiropractor. Actually, I did just go to the chiropractor and now I feel really bendy. I'm feeling...
Is that why you're nailing all those
bendy.
leap breaks so good?
That's why you look so damn sexy tonight.
Sharpie, you're going to sing this next one, aren't you?
Yeah, sure.
All right, Dan, I notice you're up to the second string. There's 6. We are on a bit of a
You know,
schedule. Mate,
I crumble under pressure.
How
Do
about
not
you
help
hurry
me.
a
This
bit?
being beamed straight live into Russia. You don't want to keep the
Can we
Russians
get some
waiting.
zoom-ins on Danny's tuning? That'll make him work quicker.
The Russians
All right.
are looking.
Oh, he's gone back one. Jeez.
This is one of our hits. I reckon you're really going to like it.
Yeah, it's probably the best song we got. Definitely in the top 3.
I hear you laugh at me when I try to dance. You see, it turns out I'm no fun unless I'm completely fucked up for being games we play and look what they got done. Wind me up like a toy, you're entertaining, I hope you enjoy. 'Cause I don't think I like this world for long. Everything that makes me sad, everyone knows it. And here they are, cheering me on. Look at them all, cheering me on.
We're going to do solo. This solo goes out to anyone working man.
Trying to do this dance again. Drop down to the 50 bucks street in Berlin. Big double ready to unload. At the end of the horizon.
Ah,
yes.
What we do is we play a fast one, then we play a slow one. Now, this is the only song you count in, Dan. You got this? Why are you tuning again?
Because
you got
this is
this.
my moment. I don't
I reckon,
it up.
I reckon if we play everything a little bit faster, people might miss some mistakes.
Was that quick, was it? Off you go.
1, 2, 3.
Sing it. Thank you so much. We could spend this last song thanking everybody, or we could shut up and play the last song. But thank you, everybody. Jared, the Eastern, Rex, the list bloody goes on.
That guy over there.
That guy over there.
I don't think it's gonna change. So tell me
Cheers, everybody. Stick around. Lots of cool stuff coming up.
Welcome back.
Awesome. Thank you, Shorts. And don't forget their new EP, Tango. Their 7th release in 7 years is out now to all good reviews. And I'm sure you can get it online.
I just received a phone call.
Oh, did you?
On the old analog. Yeah. Someone's tuned in and said, "How many shirts does Hap have?" And
I don't know what you're talking about.
I thought to say about 3 Aldi bags worth that we brought in when we got here at about 4 o'clock, and then stuffed behind the bar.
Oh, well, there you go.
So maybe that could have been a trivia question. If you can actually, if you know how many shirts Hap has worn,
you might win.
You might win. What was it? A Mamma Mia.
The Donnie Wahlberg collection is still available. Perhaps I don't think the previous owner of that is going to claim it. We thought we might even take a little moment to interview Matt Stone at some stage.
Matthew Stone.
We have to.
I'm just gonna.
Yep, with this stuff here. I tell you what, the hand sanitising industry, they must be rubbing their hands together, really. Thank you. I've been dying to do that one all night. I'm here till Thursday. Thank you, Matt, for joining us, Matthew.
G'day, Hap.
I just wanted to ask you a few questions. Why did you buy a pub?
Because don't ask me, mate. No idea, because I wanted to, and now we're stuck, aren't we?
Yeah. Yeah. Talking about the new normal as we sort of are in, is there any sort of talk about what is going to be happening next in terms of punters and getting these beer taps flowing?
I've got no idea, to be honest. I wouldn't have a clue. It'd be nice to get some feedback of when we can come back. Yep. There's the restrictions and that. It's not really going to work for us because obviously we do all this sort of stuff and people want to snog and jump around with each other and all that sort of stuff. So.
Yeah.
Don't know. Could be Christmas, could be, don't know.
Okay, so we're not really sure. And we know other states are sort of opening up to certain things, and I've wondered how that would work, whether they have 10 people in for half an hour or something like that.
We're running our brains trying to come up with ways to get through it. But yeah.
And you'd been running your brain for months, so when this finally happened, this was a really well thought out process because ever since you had that final gig here, which was a trivia question, I believe, Abby. It was Snake Valley, who were up next, were the last band to play on that stage. And things were like, what's going to happen next? It was quite the shock.
Yep, just the uncertainty. I cried myself to sleep for the first month, but, we just come to accept it now and wait till we get some good news and we can go again.
Yep. You were responding to some of my Facebook posts and I thought, wow, you're doing it tough because you never, ever...
I drank a fair bit for the first month.
Is it true that beer kegs go off? That's probably a stupid question.
Yes, they do. Yes.
Do they really?
Yeah, they're all gone now. We don't have any beer.
Fair dinkum, they only take a few months.
Yeah.
Gosh.
That's why we drink them.
Yeah, right. Fair and square. Yeah. And I still almost learned how to change a keg too. I've only been here for 18 months.
Check your videos on your phone.
Yeah, that's right. I film them all the time. I actually taught my daughter how to ride a bike by watching a YouTube clip. I just wanted to ask you, Matt, about anything up the back here of significance because there's always a story to be told, I'm sure.
There's some chili flakes that we stole from a restaurant in America because we didn't like the food.
Wow. You got that over?
Mine and Chrissy's banana phone that we found that was full of Sambuca at Meredith's Music Festival once.
Okay. You have told me that story and I suppose we'll leave it there.
I'm not saying it.
Yeah, but the magic phone. And a few other, the Eastern Awards, for example.
Awards, yeah.
You've had 2 now since you've been here at Christmas time.
Yep.
And Punters of the Year.
Have the Punter of the Year trophy that's over there and Band of the Year and...
They're terrific nights.
Fuck up of the year. And
Yep. And thanks for nominating me. And another thing about that, it's great the community gets involved. People actually really dress up and it's a great
it's fun.
night.
Last year we had the red carpet out and everyone frocked up and, we made idiots of ourselves and had a bit of fun and knocked off for the year.
No, fantastic. We can kind of hope that something like that will happen. I was booking my 50th birthday. I know I'm the 49-year-old face of youth culture here in Ballarat tonight. We were going to be having a combined birthday of Terry Frangos and Kate Suter and Garth Horsfield. We all fall in the same ballpark. That was going to be on July the 1st, I believe.
Yeah, and we won't be doing that with 10 people or 20
I don't think
people,
so. I think we thought we could get 10 people each with my family and Lenny. I think I was going to be my my contribution to the party. But yeah, so I guess we still don't quite know if that can be a thing or not. Can things like this happen again then in the meantime? Is it is it in need of funding and council backing and things like that?
We're going to need some support. This little spell is going to end up costing us a fair bit of money. So hopefully there's nothing, we've had all the standard stuff that's come through, but hopefully, like, music venues are really hurting. So hopefully something comes through soon, because we're going to lose a few of us, I think.
Yeah, well, I think we have, and we've noticed with theatres going down, and there are some places that just won't be able to recover at all. And of course, all those artists out there that aren't playing, that had a lot of gigs booked and festivals, etc.
Yeah.
I know people like Freya, who's coming up later. It's just so many people who rely on those festivals and those big shows.
Yeah, like, I don't know, Meredith Music Festival, things like that this year. I don't know whether that'll go.
Yep, and they're actually coming up to their 30th year this year.
It is 30th, yeah.
It's 30 years since Meredith.
30 years ago, Hat.
Yeah.
What were you then, 19?
Call me.
There's some good footage on YouTube of that if you want to have a look.
Yeah, they're pretty good, actually. I showed them to my mum and dad. I taught them how to use YouTube at their house the other day, and they were watching that. They go, oh, that's what you were talking about.
Yeah, that's where you were.
Yeah, we didn't quite understand this Mesodev thing. But anyway, that's a great thing.
What else?
Any more little things
Snakes,
you can actually mention? Well, I gave you that. My friend Wayne Johnson gave me this, and then I gave it to the pub because I thought it would be pretty cool.
And then I lost it for a while, and I found it. What else is up there? I don't know.
Anything else we can mention of?
Stuff I don't really want to say.
There's Sam Booker. You had a book club for a while.
We have book club here, yes.
Yeah, I'm in a book club, right, where people actually read a book and meet once a month. And I came here once and Matt said, yeah, we got a book club going. I went, oh, that's great culturally, Matthew. And it was just me.
How many shots you have?
Yeah, how many shots of Sam Booker that you have? Yeah. Oh, you got to love it. I'm very thankful that you joined us here. Is there anything else you'd like to add before you hand... we'll get you to sanitise that mic and hand it back to Abby. But anything else you'd like to...
Not really, no, I'm good.
Well, I can't believe we got that much out of you.
That's pretty good,
yeah. I'm pretty wrapped.
Okay.
Yeah, great.
Right,
well,
I'll sanitise this.
As we said, we're sanitising everything, which has been great, and we're keeping our distance, which I'm very thankful for. Thank you, Matt. Thank you heaps, Matt and Chrissy, for... all they've done with this place. It's been amazing, and all our previous owners as well. The Eastern Station is a wonderful place to be for many of us, and we can't wait until... It does feel great to be in the place, and I'm not going to harp on it because many of us watching aren't, of course, but it's been awesome.
Hopefully, speaking of things on the bar, I gifted this 4-leaf clover a lady just randomly gave me in Bendigo one day.
Wow.
So hopefully that starts working soon. Because
we could do with a lot.
Do with a little bit of that.
And The Great Escape here, I've always wanted to know about that one as well. It's a hell of a movie. Richard Sutherland, one of his favourites, I believe.
A $5 Canadian note from Saw Points. If you guys are watching, thanks for that wonderful gift.
Well, this is called padding, ladies and gentlemen, and I reckon we're ready. So we'll introduce the next act.
Wonderful. Snake Velley are a 5-piece garage rock punk band originally formed in Ballarat, but I have now moved to Melbourne, traders. Currently working on their debut album titled Giddy Up, due out mid to late 2020, have just released their new single Bush Pig.
Awesome. Give it up for Snake Velley.
Oh, yeah. I am bored. Oh, yeah. G'day, we're Snake Velley. Thanks for Eastern and Sanitise for having us. This one's called Bush Pig. I know what you are. serve and pretend. But too good a blind eye for the things that you shouldn't did. And we say you've been here all before. You turn the things that you should to ignore. I know what you are, and I know what you're like. Because I'm coming for you. Push me, it's coming out tonight. Because we don't want to go for what is right. Nothing seems to there, he's got the press against the wall. Push me, he doesn't know it's true. Nothing push me, not doing for you. I'm gonna take you out tonight. Okay. All right. Push me, it's coming out tonight. I said it doesn't know what's wrong or what is right. I said it 6 years that you pushed up against me. Push me, doesn't know the way to what you do. He hates the way that he makes you feel with the damage he does. It can be hard to feel. Oh, push me, why don't you scare us all tonight? And he sees you in the dead of night, thinking it's yours with all his might. Oh, push me, why don't you spare us all tonight? Yeah, push me, it's coming out tonight. Because you know what's wrong or what is right. Nothing seems to there, he's got his back against the wall. Yeah, he doesn't know that you are a thunder. Oh, nothing push me. I'm coming for you. I'm gonna take you out tonight. Yeah. Oh, see you, darling. Thank you very much. Yeah, we're Snake Valley, everybody. Thank you very much for having us. That was Bush Pig. It's a single we released. What was it, like a week ago or something? Yeah, check it out on the interwebs, on the 5Gs. This next one's from our upcoming album. It's called Giddy Up. Coming out later this year. It's called Scumbag Syndrome. Who's there? It's the dickhead without a care. He just laughs at me while I try to examine him. He drinks 1 beer, 2 beers, 3 beers, and 4. He looks me up and down, he thinks he's tight and he's more. He wants a big shot, wishes for brains. Wants a masculinity, nothing to change. And you all think you own this place. Think it's okay to be up in my face, to be the alpha male. It's all you seek in this dog shit place nearly every week. And I sit back and I wonder, what gets me rolling so time? Is it the fact that I've actually managed to do something with my wife? Right, I won't be a stranger. I won't be a stranger to the way that you make it feel. And I'm sick of your mouth, giving me the same old feel. Oh, please, is that who you wanna be? Oh, just a coward, just fight for loyalty. Oh, please, why do you have to be like that? Scum, bad syndrome, you should come on and have a crack. Oh, yes. It's called Scumbag Syndrome. It's going to be off our latest album coming out later this year. Woo. Rightio, how you feeling, balls? Hope you're all enjoying our the live stream, Sanitise at home. All the acts before, superb. Absolutely superb. We'll sit at home watching ourselves. Good shit. Good ears. With the balls. Good fun. This one's called The Addiction Clock. Alrighty, okay. Well, thank you very much. Just want to give a quick shout out to a few people watching at home. All their families, they're chilling at home watching. Mad Dog, Lapine, Custard Brain Boys. Joel. Shout out Joel, sitting on the couch, watching on the PS4. Yeah, right, balls. Alright, this next one. It's our first single that came out. It's called New Age Slavery. It's our last song. And stay tuned for Freya, she's awesome. He throws it on the ground and she gets softer, pushing me around. Little poison shit into a black hole as I'm constantly working both vitals. Inside flows around his eyes, his heart is full of burning fire. Coming to see the Batman go, cause he's always watching and he always knows. Oh, but the things that he said, no one really cares who wasted my time, $10 of my time. I know why I spend the night, the devil's thoughts never made me alive. Around his eyes, his heart is full of burning fire. Oh, yeah. And I said, take my body, take my soul. But take it inside of that old school way. Slave away. Gone the night gun in my head. Gunshot gonna come through your head. Way. Slave away. That's your business. Thanks to the Yeast and thanks to the Sanitise. Our debut album, Giddy Up, will be available on Red Cave Records later on in the year. Going to pass it back to Abby and Hap now. Thank you very much, everybody. Enjoy the rest of your night.
All right. Fantastic. Thanks, Snake Valley. You're awesome. Great. They originally came from Ballarat High School, I'm led to believe. Some great bands and musicians have come from Ballarat High School. Great music program there that's been going for decades. So they were fantastic, and
Did
they're just going from strength to strength.
Did you judge it like one of the Battle of the Bands or something?
I did with a good friend called Freya Hollick. We both were judging a particular competition a couple of years ago now, and some of the artists that came out of that time were Snake Valley.
Yeah.
And I believe you were playing in a band at that time as well. FLOC was playing as well.
Yeah.
So whatever was happening in the water 3 years ago or so, it was pretty great for Ballarat, from memory. Yes.
Yeah, so our next act, who may have been judging at that said Battle of the Bands, has been doing a few live streams at home during the isolation period, a memorable one being the Isolate Festival, where her beautiful daughter Opal is watching Mrs. Doubtfire in the other room, and I loved, she kept sneaking behind the couch and stealing jelly beans from the kitchen. So Opal's probably tucked away in bed tonight and there's no jelly beans being stolen. But next up we have Freya, and I'll get Hap to
Oh, yes, I've got my
introduce.
little introduction here. After recording in 2019 at Rancho de La Luna, Joshua Tree with Lucinda Williams' band, Buick 6. Wow. Freya Josephine Hollick has since toured with CW Stone King, played numerous festivals and released 2 singles. And we're rapt to have Freya here. So let us get ready for Freya's Cosmic Melancholia and Country Soul. Ladies and gentlemen, Freya Hollick.
Woo!
What a rush. I hope that you're all having a nice time eating twisties on the couch. I'm going to play you some sad songs and maybe some thoughtful songs. I might wax lyrical about enlightenment. This one is called Smoke in the Barroom, which when I was 18, it was still legal to smoke in pubs. And this is a little bit about that, I suppose.
Forever it seems you and I can get to sleep for our waking hours, growing brighter than dreaming. That little boy, belt buckle breaking his skin and his eyes rolling back to some starlight within. Smoke in the barroom, the gold light in the trees. You're the only thing holding a hawk on the breeze. You're the smell of that first rain, damp and dry earth in my desert. You're my last, and you're my first. Ooh. Forever it seems you and I walk these streets alone, but there you came, and now my memories, they don't seem my own. You're the sway of the wildflower, jangle house keys. You're my breath learning how to come in with ease. You're the train rattling windows and that feral cat howl. You're my home when I smell the day on your brow.
That was a train doing a little pop then, that wasn't me. Could you hear that? Yeah, it definitely wasn't me, I swear, although I did have beans for dinner. I'm going to do a tune now that I recorded when I was over in the desert in the States last year. And which one will I do, actually? Yeah, I feel like being gentle this evening. This one's called Wilderness Tune. Is it though? That's not how it goes. There we go.
As I walk towards the pines near my home, I see the hillside breathe. And when I cast my eyes to the pale winter skies, I feel that ancient breeze. And I'll bear my skin like we animals should, and slip into the
I don't know how much time we've got. Is it maybe one more song? Okay. 20 songs. Cool. I'm taking over. I'll get this little low and jangly boy out. It's the name that I call this guitar. The low and jangly. I'm going to do a song that is not mine now because I feel like it and you can't control me because you're at home on the couch. No one can request K-San. Although I'm planning on doing a country soul cover of that song at some point if anyone wants to collaborate. Anyway, this one's called It Hurts Me Too. All right. Hap Hayward's getting naked in the bar, everybody. If you drive up, what's this? Humphrey Street, you might catch a nipple in the window. I think that brings me maybe to the end of my time on Earth. No, I'm at the Eastern this evening. Thanks so much for having me, folks. Back over to Abby and Hap.
Wow. Well, there you have it.
Run out of your own
That was
shirts,
awesome, Freya. I was caught mid strength over there.
Mid-waist.
Mid-waist. Thank you to my daughter. Sorry, I won't mention your name, Antonella, but thank you for lending me your clothes today for some of this. And I probably won't ever fit you again. But anyway.
Impossible to Love is out now by Freya Josephine Hollick. Check out her social medias. It's actually quite entertaining. Get recommendations on books on enlightenment too. So yeah, check out all of that. Also want to say hi to Stella, Kate and Maya. Thanks for tuning in and sending your love. Next up is our last act.
The Lymes. And they released their first 5-track EP entitled Index on cassette through Weathervane Records. That's so cool to release something on cassette. I used to release things on cassette when it wasn't like quirky. It was just the technology at the time.
Just really, hipster.
But they've had lots of cool supports. I've got some lists of things here. Abby, they've played with Spray Paint from USA, White Fang from USA, King Brothers from Japan, Magnetics, Hamish Kilgore from The Clean in New Zealand.
We were discussing that in my kitchen. We were saying that was a very
pretty cool. Yep. Pretty awesome. And there's a quote from Doug Wallen just before we introduce him. Do you want to give that one out?
Lymes play weird punk music with a penchant for herky-jerky hooks and deadpan slogans. And their favourite colour is yellow. Doug didn't mention that part, but it doesn't make it any less true.
Fantastic. So. Just like Coldplay, but not at all. Ladies and gentlemen,
Lymes.
They're considered perhaps the communications experts of today's new musical groove because long-distance call and that sort of thing. And actually, they have a very good sound. They are one of the groups that even the old squares like. There are certain groups that the old squares don't like. And then there are other groups they describe as, well, now they sing kind of nice.
course, the grip that I use is known as the overlap or barge. Shoulder. In picture 2, Arnold shows in full stance. And Howard rejected. That there is a groove formed between the foot. There is a groove formed between the foot. There is a
Thanks, Will Lymes.
Thank you. Thanks. Thank you. Thanks. We're done. We're done now.
That's right.
Wonderful. Thank you,
Fantastic.
Lymes.
Thank you, Lymes. What a finish.
That concludes the
That
first
concludes.
Sanitise. We made it through alive.
And we must mention next week, Friday.
Yeah, next Friday
Volta.
we're going to be at Volta doing the same thing.
Yep, with lots and lots of different acts and bands and things like that. And so please tune in and make sure you do. We've got some thank yous, I'd
Yeah,
imagine.
we got a long list of thank yous. First of all, thank you again to Uncle Barry Gilson for welcoming us into such a special space. Many thanks to Creative Ballarat for sponsoring Sanitise through the Be Kind, Be Creative. And Rex Hub, where Jared Ferguson and all the tech crew, I think there's like about six, seven of them, they've been here for like the past 48 hours pretty much, just putting this all together. And we've had a request for a special thank you to Camera 4. For putting up with all our nonsense.
Camera 4 has been putting up with our nonsense, putting close-ups
The
when I
man,
didn't want
Connor
them.
Toomey.
Awesome, Connor Toomey.
Go on.
Yeah, hop in. We've had Hannah Board, Chrissy Stone on the Glen 20. Seriously. Thank you very much, Connor.
Yeah, and kicking bands out earliest they've ever been kicked out. It's
Yeah,
so
it's
sad
incredible
seeing them finish
because-
and then walk along to their little cars to go home and tune in.
Massive
on their
thank you
little
to
tellies.
Rex, Jared, all that tech crew, from the filming and the photography and the sound recording, just the length of effort and artistry that's gone into that has been awesome. And I guess we will finish with thanking the bands again.
Yeah, and also Matt and Chrissy Stone for hosting, of course. And I think there was a Nick Manane as well helping out, which has been lovely. And yeah, do you want to thank the bands?
Yeah, you betcha. I will thank Zara for the top, my daughter. And thanks again to all the bands who played: Barracouta, Candi Wade, Honey Hunter, Dewey and the Panel Beaters, FLOC, The Shorts, Snake Valley, Freya, Josephine, Hollick and the Lymes. And Creative Ballarat, thanks again.
Wonderful. Well, see
And
you all.
Thank you, Abby.
No.
Can we do this? Yep.
Wonderful.
You're a legend. Thanks for
we'll see
tuning in.
you next week. Boy.
Thank you.